Two women with similar stories, Baroness Butler-Sloss and Fiona Woolf. Both lawyers, both appointed to chair the child abuse inquiry, both forced to resign over a conflict of interest. Now it's the Home Secretary, Theresa May, who's under pressure. At the Home Office today, nobody wanted to speak about the latest resignation. Ed Miliband, though, was all too happy to talk. He accused the department of gross incompetency. But did he think its boss should resign?
No, I'm not calling for that. I think what she's got to do is to actually get on with the process of getting a proper system in place, getting ahead of the inquiry in place. I think she's got real questions to answer about her incompetence in this process. But I think the priority is actually do right by the victims, get someone who can head this inquiry that they can trust.
Theresa May didn't look far when appointing a chair. Her first and second choices were women with backgrounds in law. It's only a 10-minute taxi ride from Westminster to the High Court, and the child abuse victims felt that those running the inquiry were just too close to the establishment. Fiona Woolf's position became untenable because of her connections with Liam Britton, the man in charge of the Home Office in the 1980s. Now, she didn't have to jump in a taxi for the 5 dinner parties she had with him and his wife because they lived on the same street. Now there's pressure for her replacement to be not quite so cosy with Westminster. Despite that, some of the favourites for the job also have a background in law. Baroness Kennedy is one, a lawyer who champions civil liberties and human rights. Others include Sir Alan Ward, a former Court of Appeal judge, and Lady Justice Hallett, the coroner at the inquest into the 7/7 deaths. Others in the frame are outside the establishment. Michael Mansfield is a barrister and a socialist. Jim Gamble is a police officer with a background in child protection. And Professor Alexis Jay led the inquiry into child sex abuse in Rotherham. Some campaigners are not convinced.
I really don't think, for all transparency and any honesty, we cannot have Theresa May making any more selections. There's no urgency, there appears to be no integrity, and it just sticks in the back of my throat that, you know, oh, she's going to be given a third chance now to do what? Do we have any real belief that it's going to be any better than the last two?
Theresa May says she will update MPs tomorrow on the inquiry. The challenge is to appoint a new chair quickly, but make sure that the third person to take the job is also the last.